Meya Bizer is not your typical girl. From the Woodlands, Texas, a small suburb outside of Houston, she took up a not-so-typical sport for a girl at an early age.
I started playing football in 7th grade, so 12. It just looked like so much fun. All the contact and like team camaraderie and such a big team and talking to people, it just looked like a lot of fun.
Being a girl in an entirely male sport did not come without its challenges.
I got kind of lonely and people would like look at me funny and judge me for wanting to play football, and the other teams would say some really crude things, and it was a lot to handle sometimes, but after a while I just wanted to prove everyone wrong and just to make a statement like girls can do it just like guys.
A kicker for her high school varsity team, Meya faced adversity every time she stepped on the field.
There was one time that I remember specifically in high school. We were up a lot, and so the coach let me go in as wide receiver because that's what I had played in junior high. And the cornerback across me was just really rude, and he said some things, and I broke down and just started crying after the game on the bus ride home. And I hope no one ever teaches their kids to say things like that.
Although her football career is over, Meya has taken her work ethic to achieve unprecedented success in another sport.
The first time I fell in love with rugby was probably the first practice I went to. We were doing just like simple tackling drills, like just tackling people from the knees and stuff, and not really doing anything, but I just thought it was the most fun thing ever. And I don't know if it was because I was finally playing with girls, where after playing with guys so long and having to like work to keep up with them and then still not being able to, it was like I was just already that much ahead of them because I'd been playing a contact sport for so long, and it was a lot of fun.
Meya is now a national champion on the Penn State women's rugby team, as well as being one of the youngest rising stars on the United States women's national squad.
It's one of the reasons why she ended up transferring here was to pursue her rugby career. While she's been here, she's played for the US Sevens and the US 15s team, and is really one of the rising stars in US rugby.
It wasn't until I think freshman year of college when I really was like, wow, I can pursue this and be decent if I push myself, because it's one thing to make it to the national team, but then it's another thing to get invited back to things and keep going and being a consistent member. And I want to be like a core member of both the 15s and the 7s national teams.
It's interesting to see her as a Penn State player versus a US Eagle. With the Eagles, she's the youngest player on the squad. She's surrounded by more experienced players. She's in a position where she wants to learn.
Advice I'd give girls that want to pursue an unorthodox sport is to go for it. Don't be afraid of doing something different and standing out, because it's not always a bad thing. And I definitely wouldn't be the rugby player I am today, or be anywhere close to as successful I am today, had I not picked up football and decided I wanted to play.